by TGB Promotions, and a man who's been very busy over the past 7 years. He no doubt needs his place into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you, Ray. Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Now, this is my kind of press conference because we're here today to talk about heavyweights. There's nothing like a great heavyweight fight. I'll put a great heavyweight fight up against any sporting event in the world. So it's going to be an incredible night on Sunday, September 4. And Los Angeles has always been regarded as one of the greatest fight towns in the world. Historically, Southern California has been the hotspot for slugfest between some of the best fighters in the world. And I believe on September 4, that's exactly what we're going to get right here at Crypto, an all-out slugfest between two guys with real heavyweight power. The goal of all fighters is to become a world champion. Andy accomplished that back in 2019. Now he wants that again, desperately wants that again. He's training his butt off to get there. And in this matchup, he's risking everything by accepting such a dangerous opponent in the hard-hitting Cuban slugger, Luis King Kong Ortiz. And it's a huge opportunity for Ortiz also. He's twice challenged for the heavyweight championship of the world, and he knows his only chance at getting that shot again is by beating Abner Ruiz Jr. So on Sunday, September 4th, we have two power-punching heavyweights in a matchup between two of the top heavyweights in the world. This is one fight you don't want to miss. Thank you very much.
Mr. Tom Brown, the president of TGB Promotions. We mentioned the fact that it is a Sunday night edition. Why? Because here in the United States, it'll be Labor Day weekend. So enjoy the holiday weekend with us on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view with this heavyweight slugfest with Andy Ruiz and Luis King Kong Ortiz. But a key component to that night of boxing here at Crypto.com. Arena tickets on sale at AXS.com, where you can order the pay-per-view live 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time, is a 3-division world champion. His record, 31 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. A 2004 Mexican Olympian born in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, now residing in Montebello, California. He has captured world titles in the bantamweight division, in the super bantamweight division, and the featherweight division. He's had victories over the likes of Daniel Ponce de Leon, Victor Chinian, Joseph Akbeko, Anselmo Moreno, and Jesus Cuellar, and also some memorable confrontations, 2 of them to be exact, one in 2015, the other in 2018 here at Crypto.com Arena. He's back and ready to put his skills to the test. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 3-division world champion embedded in the fabric of boxing here in Los Angeles. Here is Abner Mares.
Say hi to everyone, man. Champs. Ooh, yeah, they have this for the heavyweights. What's going on, guys? First of all, let me just take a moment to embrace this moment because honestly, I just never saw myself back over here, man, at a press conference for a future fight. It's been a long way, man. 4 years and a half to be exact. And first of all, I just gotta thank God for giving me the glory, the health to get back. TBG Promotions, PBC, Fox, you know, the whole team, Abner Mares team, my family, everyone that still believed in me. And my God, I'm just overwhelmed, really happy to be back after 4 years, making a comeback. Feeling good, man. I'm 36, but feeling like 26, not gonna lie. Y'all can't lie, I look like 26. So I'm feeling really good, really confident. I've I kept myself in the gym, you know, this whole time. And just looking forward to a great comeback. And I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm not looking for Tank Davis fight. You know, a lot has happened in 4 years. You know, we got the Shakur Stevensons, we got the Teofimos, we got the Tank Davis, the Ryan Garcias. I am nowhere in their level right now, and that's just me being real. You know, the next 3 division, 4-time world champion. That's me being real. Right now, I'm just trying to come back, get a fight in, see how I feel, and take it fight by fight. So all those questions about fighting these guys, not gonna happen right now. Just happy to give you guys a great fight, great comeback, because that's what I do at the end of the day. You know, it's an entertainment business, and I'm here to entertain. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the champions. Great to be part of this undercard. You know, Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, great champions, good friends, great human beings outside of the ring, and you know, we're just here to give you guys a great show. Thank you all. God bless you. And Abner Mares is back, baby.
Hey, Abner, stay up there. I want to ask you a few questions. It is great that you are back. You fought your last 4 fights here in the Los Angeles area. You could have made your comeback anywhere in the world, but how special is it for you to be making that ring walk on Sunday, September 4th, in an arena that you have helped to create history in? You've been a part of some very memorable moments inside this arena, and Sunday, September 4th, after 4.5 years, as you mentioned, you make that walk yet again.
You know what? That's a really good question, because I did get offered a fight in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, somewhere over there, man. And I rejected that because I did want to fight here in my hometown in LA. Had memorable fights here against Leo Santa Cruz and Selmo Moreno. And man, this is my house. This is my town, and you know, I'm just blessed to be here and to be fighting at at Crypto Arena. Thank you all, and man, I'm just grateful to be here.
So let's talk about your opponent, Miguel Flores, who's obviously a very determined young fighter. If he gets a win over you, that puts him back in the mix. But what are you looking towards in regards to your observation of Miguel Flores and what kind of challenges he presents to you, especially you have been away from the ring for 4.5 years?
No easy fight. Miguel Flores, no walk in the park. He's a great fighter. He's been active. He fought Leo Santa Cruz as well. He gave him hell. No easy comeback. You know, it's not an easy comeback, and of course, you know, he's there to take advantage of the name that I have and to put on a good show. And I'm gonna show him what, you know, the old timers do. You know, I got that experience, and I'm just you know, I'm just gonna put in my work. I'm just having fun this camp, honestly. I'm not putting the pressure to look phenomenal, because at the end of the day, if I do work, I know I'm gonna perform.
How much have you missed actually competing and stepping inside the ring? I see you at events all over the country, and you put your analyst hat on, but at times I feel like you get animated at ringside, and you're like, man, you know, you're moving, you're kind of throwing punches as you're commentating as well. How much have you missed this?
A lot, man, a lot. This is my life. Anyone can say that, you know. All these fighters, they get retired a year from now, and they're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it our whole lives. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm really happy to get this opportunity. Not too many people get the opportunity to step back in the ring after being retired for so long. And yeah, and I want to say that the fight that really did it for me was Tank Davis when he fought Barrios. When he that night I was calling that fight, and I remember I was like, man, I gotta get my ass in there. I miss all this, and you know, again, I'm back, baby.
Has that reinvigorated your love for the sport? Because you were around it. You were a 2004 Mexican Olympian, a 3-division world champion. You ran the gauntlet, so to speak, against some high-level world-class names. But now having that time away from the ring, did that sort of reinvigorate your love for the sport?
Well, of course, the love is always there. It's never gonna die. But I'm a professional, and I'm someone that you know, how can I say? I respect the sport. So basically, I didn't want to just come back and do a mediocre comeback. You know what I'm saying? It's been years of talking, thinking, training, and getting ready for this. It wasn't just one night I woke up and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna fight. Fuck it. You know, it's not. You know, it's been planned. I got my license early this year. Been talked about since last year. Been going through all these type of procedures to get cleared. So the love's always there, and again, you know, it's just time to get inside.
Does it almost feel like, old hat when you're in the gym now and you're in the sort of the middle of training camp? I would have to say you're probably about 5 weeks away, 6 weeks away from your fight. Is it kind of like, okay, now I'm feeling good, I'm feeling in my rhythm? I mean, has that taken place yet with you?
You know what? I started sparring already. Obviously, I felt a little sluggish, but feeling better and better. And I feel great because I see the progress. Sparring by sparring by sparring, I've seen the progress, and I'm like, obviously that motivates you. That lets you know that I'm only gonna get better. So I'm really, again, I'm not putting no pressure on myself. I'm not gonna kill myself to like. I know I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna give it what I have to do, what I've trained for, and that's it. No pressure to look phenomenal. And if I do look phenomenal, then I'm obese. You know what I'm saying? And it's 4 years, man. I'm there to perform and look good. We'll take it fight by fight.
Is this a great way to approach it for you because you don't have pressure, as you said, because you are a 3-division world champion, a 2004 Mexican Olympian. Essentially, if you walked away, your legacy would be complete, but now I feel like you're fighting for you instead of all those accolades and trying to go ahead and get to that next level.
You said it, brother. You said I ain't fighting for no one. I ain't fighting for my wife. I ain't fighting for my kids. Before I used to do all that for the crowd. I'm fighting for me. I'm making a comeback for me. Get the feel, get the groove on, you know what I'm saying, and then just perform. No pressure whatsoever. And everybody knows what Abner Mares does in the ring, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna perform. Put my ass in the gym. I train really, really hard. I'm not taking this fight lightly, and I'm gonna give it 100%. And everybody knows when Abner Mares fights, it's a great fight.
How do you see the fight going down to the main event with Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz?
Hell of a fight, a heavyweight fight. Man, I think it's gonna be a knockout either way. These two powerful men, grown man with grown man power and great abilities. Andy has the speed. Luis Ortiz has the technique. I mean, it's a really good fight, a really even fight. A can't miss heavyweight fight, and let the best man win.
All right, Abner, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Abner Mares, the 3-division world champion, making his return to the ring on Sunday, September 4th. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Abner Mares joining us, and we greatly appreciate him taking the time, and we are very excited about Abner's return on Sunday, September 4th, Crypto.com Arena on the undercard of Andy Ruiz and Luis King Kong Ortiz. Well, the heavyweight division is always so exciting, and it is emblematic here in our main event of Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, Sunday, September 4th, promoted by TGB Promotions. Let's bring up one of the principals involved in our main event. This man's record, 33 wins, 2 losses, 28 wins coming by way of knockout. He has been among the elite in the heavyweight division for years. His only 2 defeats coming in compelling showdowns against the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Born in Camagüey, Cuba, he is trained in Miami, Florida. Most recently scored an electric 6th-round knockout over Prince Charles Martin on the headliner of Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view to begin the year 2022 on New Year's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Luis King Kong Ortiz.
Luis, cuando quieras.
Agradecido de que Dios me haya dado una nueva oportunidad de pelear con una gran guerra que se va a tener con Andy. Y nada, aquí estoy.
Very, 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 very grateful to be here again at the elite and the top level. Fortunate to be fighting Andy. Thanks to Andy, obviously. And here I am and looking very forward to it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you very much to Luis King Kong Ortiz for his opening comments, and we will have a conversation with him in a few moments. But let's meet the man who will be standing across the ring from him on Sunday, September 4th from Crypto.com Arena here in Los Angeles, live on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. This man's record, 34 wins, 2 losses, 22 wins coming by way of knockout. A 32-year-old from Imperial, California, the first Mexican-American and fighter of Mexican descent to capture the heavyweight championship of the world, when as a late replacement, he knocked out Anthony Joshua at Madison Square Garden. He has taken on a slew of contenders throughout the course of his career, trained under the guidance of Alfredo Osuna. He is a two-time Mexican amateur national champion, most recently coming off of a very exciting showdown last May against the Nightmare Chris Arreola, also a main event of Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the ring and to the stage, Andy Ruiz.
Well, we're here again. I just want to thank God for giving me another opportunity. You know, we didn't come here to cherry pick anybody. I think I wanted a tough opponent. That's exactly why we picked Luis Ortiz. He's strong, he's awkward, he's a lefty, but we had a long training camp. We're prepared for a lefty. We're prepared for if he tries to move around, if he tries to come forward. And like I said, I'm just thankful to be here, man. And I know from all the layouts that I had, and I think getting this victory, the main thing is just to stay busy, stay active, stay prepared all the time. But like I said, I'm not underestimating Luis Ortiz. I know he comes over here to fight. He wants to become world champion. Like, God, let me become a world champion. And, you know, September 4th is going to go toe-to-toe. We're going to see who's going to be the winner. Thank you.
Andy Ruiz, ladies and gentlemen. Andy promising to go toe-to-toe. Luis, I want to go to you. Obviously, when you hear the fact that he wants to go toe-to-toe with you, I'm sure that excites you. You're a heavy power puncher yourself, but what are your thoughts on the fact that Andy Ruiz says, I want to go toe-to-toe with King Kong?
Bueno, por el momento estamos teniendo una gran preparación. Sabemos que no vamos con ningún contrincante suave. Vamos con Andy, un boxeador bastante fuerte, pegador, y nada, vamos a hacer nuestro trabajo.
As of right now, we're preparing for the best Andy Ruiz. We realize and we know that he's not just anybody. He's obviously a former world champion. That's never by luck, and we're preparing for that. He's ready for that, and so, you know, may the best man win on the 4th.
I've talked with you for several years, and you said that the fight that your camp was telling me about that they've always wanted is that against Andy Ruiz. Now that fight is taking place on Sunday, September 4th, how excited are you? Because now you finally have what you've always wanted.
Nada, es aire porque esto va a ser una gran guerra. Somos dos boxeadores que nos gusta pelear y eso es lo que se va a dar el 4 de septiembre.
Very excited. Two fighters that love to fight, love to go to battle, and love to punch, and punch hard. So it's you know, for him, a dream come true. Once again, like he said in his opening statement. Thank you to Andy, and we'll be on September 4th. Not disappointing for the fans, and look forward to a great fight.
All right, we'll get back to you in a few moments, Luis. Andy, I feel like you and Luis have been on a collision course for several years now. Now that fight's taken place, I asked him what he thought, but what's your takeaway from the fact that now you finally get an opportunity to collide against Luis King Kong Ortiz on pay-per-view on Sunday, September 4th?
It feels good, you know. Like I said, I'm not underestimating him. We picked this. We agreed to fight Luis Ortiz. We picked this fight, and we know that this fight's not going to be easy. We know it's going to be tough, especially he's a lefty. He's awkward. He has a different style than what I'm used to, but we've been training really hard at the gym, trying to perfect the craft and the styles. And like I said, I know he's going to come and bring it on. I know we're going to want to cut our heads off, you know, but we just got to do the best that we can to get this victory, because we both want to be champions. We both want to do this for our family. We both want to do more legacy for our future, and I feel this is another big fight to climb back up to the ladders and get that opportunity.
Well, you talked about climbing up the ladder, and we have seen this sort of metamorphosis with you in regards to your physique. You're getting in better shape every single time out. People are even saying, like, man, we don't even recognize Andy Ruiz. He's absolutely shredded. But can you tell us about what you attribute that to as you head into this main event showdown on Sunday, September 4th against Luis Ortiz?
Yeah, I think the main focus is just training, doing the boxing. This is not a weightlifting contest. I feel like I got to bring it back like how I became a champion, when I fought Anthony Joshua on June 1st, and that's exactly what we're trying to do from the beginning. I'm not here to lose weight. I'm not here to look the part. I just want to be the part. I want to feel strong. I want to feel explosive, and just do the same things that we were doing for June 1st against Anthony Joshua, because I kind of feel this is a similar fight like that, but the only thing different is that he's a lefty, but it's gonna be a tough fight. But this is what we wanted. This is what we agreed on, and I just gotta do my best. Thank God that we got a good team. We got Osuna, we got Munir, we got Mendoza helping me out as well. And like I said, we just gotta work hard, man. Work hard, because I know September 4th is gonna be a hell of a fight. He's hungry. I'm hungry. It's gonna be a hell of a fight.
I'm glad you mentioned Alfredo Osuna, your new trainer. You have now departed Eric Reynoso, and you're now under the guidance of Alfredo Osuna. Tell us about the change in trainers with you and how you're feeling and the chemistry that you have with Osuna.
It's good, a long time ago I wanted to work with him, but I think it wasn't the right time. But since we picked this fight, he's used to fighting and training for lefty fighters, So when we're doing mids, he turns to a lefty, like if I'm fighting a lefty. So I feel this is exactly what I needed. I need to make this little change for this opportunity, for this fight. And like I said, this is a tough fight. I needed all the time and all the pressure on me, so these guys could bring out the best of me.
Alfredo, I want to ask you, what has the process been like for you training Andy Ruiz? This is your first fight together, and lo and behold, it's a main event affair with huge ramifications in the heavyweight division.
Hola, buenas tardes. Ya me había tocado anteriormente trabajar con Andy Ruiz en el 2017, ya lo conocía anteriormente, él había viajado a Sonora, a México, habíamos hecho una preparación, él en esa ocasión peleaba contra un europeo. Y hoy otra vez volvemos a estar acá con él en su campamento. Ha sido una preparación, un enfoque totalmente diferente, un enfoque nuevo. Vemos a un Andy Ruiz con mucha hambre, con un gran enfoque, realmente el 100% de su campamento.
You have Martin Botter somewhere. Where's Martin at? You can go ahead and grab the microphone, Martin, one of our publicists and translators. You can translate that, Martin?
Can you please go ahead and repeat the answer?
Sí, claro que sí. Le ha tocado trabajar con Andy Ruiz en el 2017. Él había viajado a México. Tenía un compromiso en ese entonces contra un europeo, creo. Y hoy de nuevo, me voy a llamar para trabajar contra Luis Ortiz. Y aquí estamos, Andy totalmente bien enfocado al 100% en su campamento. Vemos un Andy Ruiz con una mentalidad totalmente ganadora, un enfoque 100%. Y ya tenemos varios meses trabajando de la mano con Munir y Andy Ruiz aquí.
Well, I had the chance to work with Andy Ruiz since 2017. It's a pleasure to be called back upon to do great things with him. We are 100% ready. We have what it takes to be successful, and we have been focusing on the training so much that you're going to see the best version of Andy Ruiz going on Sunday, September 4th.
Alfredo Osuna, the trainer of Andy Ruiz. I'm going to get back to Luis Ortiz, King Kong himself. Luis, in your last fight on New Year's Day, you fought Charles Martin. It was an absolute battle for the 6 rounds that it lasted. You were knocked down twice in the fight. What did you learn in that fight that you can carry into this matchup against Andy Ruiz?
Experiencia, uno recibe golpe, uno recibe experiencia.
Experience, just chalk it up to experience. Hiccup on his part, fight night, but experience. That's what he's going to carry in.
Does he feel that it is to his advantage that he's been a bit more active than that of Andy Ruiz? Andy hasn't fought since May of last year. You have fought once this year, obviously on New Year's Day. This is your second fight here in 2022.
Bueno, yo no creo en ventaja, solo creo en mente, mantener la mente fuerte. Y yo lo que hago es mantenerme entrenando every day.
He doesn't believe in those type of advantages with inactivity or activity. He believes in the hard work and the mental makeup of a fighter, and that's what he's been working on, every day for this particular fight.
Andy, are you concerned at all about ring rust? I mean, I know you've had layoffs in your career before, but are you concerned at all about ring rust since you haven't fought since that battle that you had against Chris Areola at Dignity Health Sports Park back in May?
A little bit, man, but like I said, I've been doing this all my life. I've been fighting since I was 6 years old. I think the muscle memory is there. I think the main thing was just staying busy and having a long training camp, especially for this type of fight. So having a long training camp, working the craft that I need to work on, especially of his style, is going to help me get through this fight on September 4th. But of course, sometimes we think about the ring rust here and there, but the way that we're looking in sparring, the way that we're doing good in the training, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose. I feel active, and we're ready to rock and roll on September 4th.
This is your second straight fight here in the Los Angeles area. How much do you love fighting in front of the fans here? It's a very passionate fan base. It's an intelligent fan base. It's the kind of crowd that comes out for big fights, and no doubt it will be electric on September 4th here at Crypto.com Arena.
I love fighting here in California, and I always wanted to fight here at the Staples Center as well, man. The first time I ever saw Luis Ortiz fight was Wilder here at the Staples Center. My dad was sitting next to me, and he told me, "Look, Andy, one day you're gonna fight him." And I'm like, "Who? That big guy or the other big guy?" And I'm like, that big guy right there. And what do you know? The day has come, and here as well at the Staples Center. And that's why this is an important fight for me. It's an exciting fight for me. And the people wanted this fight, The people wanted this fight, and, we're going to give the people what they wanted, and there's going to be a hell of a show.
Now for Luis, assuming you get your hand raised on Sunday, September 4th, what would that do for your career? And do you feel like a win over Andy Ruiz punches your ticket to a heavyweight title shot in your next fight?
Bueno, mi pronóstico es salir de esta pelea victorioso y después ver quién sale de la cueva. Los ganadores ahora, sé que él también, Andy también está teniendo peleadores en su mente para el futuro después de este combate.
His main objective right now is win September 4, and then after that he's going to see who crawls out of the cave and steps up. So far hasn't been too many at the elite level. Andy is one of them, but he's 100% sure that Andy wants the same prognosis, so therefore September 4th is going to be a great fight for that same reason.
Luis, your prediction for Sunday, September 4th. Have you thought about the way in which the fight will end against Andy Ruiz on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view?
Sí, los pronósticos tanto lo piensa Andy como lo pienso yo. Esto es por nocaut, no creo que esto vaya a llegar a 2 asaltos.
Same prediction probably Andy has, which is by knockout. He's favoring himself, but this is definitely not going to go 12 rounds.
So no need for the judges, so says Luis King Kong Ortiz. I will end it with Andy Ruiz. Andy, before I get your prediction, but assuming you are victorious on Sunday, September 4th, I know that you've thrown out the name the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder's possibly be next. But assuming things go your way, do you want a heavyweight title shot next, or is the Bronze Bomber in your focus, assuming you are victorious over Luis Ortiz?
Well, God willing, we get this victory on September 4th. Of course, if Wilder comes out of retirement, I'd love to fight him. Me and him go through the same works with Al Heyman. It'll be an easy fight to make. If not, then we could go through Usyk or Anthony Joshua, try to make the trilogy fight that I always wanted, But first, I got to focus on Luis Ortiz, the hard-hitting guy, and like I said, this might not go the distance, but if it does, I'm prepared to go all 12 rounds and to be victorious.
In a perfect world for Andy Ruiz, how do you win the fight against Luis Ortiz?
God willing, since he's on my side, we're going to get this victory on September 4th, no matter how. I've been dropped, I've been beat up and got back up to win the fight, and if this happens, then best believe I'm going to have to get up and win the fight again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Ruiz, Luis King Kong Ortiz, Sunday, September 4th, here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. We look forward to seeing you during Fight Week on Labor Day weekend, a special Sunday night edition of Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. Now we will pose off the fighters for the ceremonial stare-down. We will see you during Fight Week here in Los Angeles. Thank you so much, and we will see you very soon.